Last night was hard, for sure. There's definitely still a lot of guilt and shame and depression in general. The morning was a little bit tougher, but as I got to training my clients, it got a lot easier. And then once I got to doing my workout, it felt really, really good. And then once I um, once I got home, ate some good food, took a nap, then it was really good. So the sleep definitely helped out a lot. The nap helped out a lot, and then I just got back from the gym again. Just did some cardio and some core work and some cardio and abs. So really, just trying to stay busy. Um, Not trying to distract myself though. Still trying to stay present and stay mindful. There's a lot of stuff that I've already kind of realized and reflected on during this period of time and during this lower period of mine, as far as just, you know, in my relationships, how I think that I'm aware of my emotions because I've gone to therapy and because I go to therapy. However, I can still box my partner out. And looking back at it, there's so many times where I was really, really struggling, and I wish that I had just told my partner um, how bad I was hurting, you know? And I think that's hard to do no matter what, and especially for men, because like what we've heard before, you think you just want to do it yourself, but I don't know. I didn't think that I had that. I didn't think that was the mindset that I had. But looking back at it, I mean, I remember exact times where I know I needed help and I just didn't come out and say it, you know? And you don't think that causes a rift or causes um, problems, but it does, when you're not able to communicate when you're hurting and when you're struggling, when you need that person, and just being direct of, we ask that of our girlfriends all the time, I think, as men, and like, just tell me what to do and I'll do it, but I guess that's just where my shortcoming is, where, oh no, Levi. Um, I guess that's just where my shortcoming is. Gotcha. Where can I put you up that's a little more stable? Levi's a little interested in the tripod. Um, but being able to tell your partner, and for me, tell my partner that, yeah, just how much I was struggling and what exactly I needed from them at that moment. I think, yeah, that's something that I definitely didn't do. I think, and she wouldn't be the first partner to tell me that she felt like either boxed out or that, she didn't know how I was feeling, which is so weird because I thought that I was telling her how I felt. I thought I was telling her how I felt, and I thought I was being open. But I guess, yeah, there's something that I'm doing that isn't getting across. And that's frustrating and it's hard. And I don't know what it is. I don't know how to fix it quite yet. But I guess I'll just be happy in the fact that I'm realizing it. The other thing that I've realized in the past month, I had a goal. I moved back in with my mom about 2 years ago because I owed her some money that I had borrowed. For nothing crazy, but just being a stupid kid, tattoos, or I'd get in a fender bender or whatever, just borrow some money, or some months I was short on rent. It's crazy out there. But I said, keep track of everything that you've given me, and I'm gonna pay you back 100%. And so I moved back in with her. I didn't start paying her back right away, but I got a job, as a massage therapist, and that extra income, just I was able to pay her back in full within 6 months. And I remember going to work, and as a massage therapist, it can be draining sometimes. It can be very, very energetically and physically demanding. And but I remember just going into work and just going, do it for your mom. You know, you're paying your mom back. Do it for your mom. And, you know, now that I've paid her back, um, I just don't have that same drive, I guess, or that same, you know, desire to work, which I know isn't obvious. I mean, which is kind of obvious. And I know that it's pretty privileged to be able to, you know, not have to, um, I guess, have that incentive to, you know, work in order to survive. I have worked to a point where it's like, it's not a necessity as far as like that second job that I have. Cause I have two jobs. So I could be just fine with my first job. I'm keeping my second job for my point is I don't know what anymore, you know? And I remember with my ex-girlfriend, I was so big on money, so big on finance, so much into teaching her on money and finances and whatever else. And now that I don't have her, I don't care, you know? And it's money is obviously important, but the way that they print it and loan it and use it and whatever else, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as much as the connections and the people you care about, which is so obvious, but it's like anything else. You know, you have to kind of experience it before you can really learn the lesson and appreciate it. Um, so it's tough because it's like I don't know what I'm doing this second job for anymore. I mean, I'm keeping it for the time being just because I mean it's a great job. Um, but it's just like what am I doing it for? I just don't feel like I have a reason anymore, and even less of a reason now that I'm not with my partner anymore. And it's just tough, you know. I'm trying hard not to spiral, not to self-destruct, because I know that's something that I can have a tendency for, or just you know people in general. Um, oh, he's got that piece of bark. What do you got here? Oh, just some one of these. I don't even know. Sorry, buddy. Um, but now that I'm yeah, you know, and so now I've like you know I've joined Lifetime, right? I'm treating myself with that. I've got a puppy now, you know, and I'm very appreciative and I'm very blessed and privileged and you know, this is all great, but I can't tell you how empty I feel without without her. And I don't know what the answer is. You know, I don't know. Do I? You know, of course, like I said, we're on and off, right? And we're on and off for a reason. We're probably off for a reason. You know, and there's part of me that wants to mend the relationship so badly, but I don't even know how to at this point. I don't even know how to, or if I should, if I should. You know, I mean, I really care about her. Do I just let it be forever, or at least for the time being? Um, so yeah, I'm trying to pick up more personal goals, take care of myself, um, take care of myself physically, um, working out. I had a goal a long time ago to do a bodybuilding show, and I think I'm going to do it again. You know, I don't want to look to win it. I want to look to have fun and just bring the best physique that I can bring. I was watching some videos with Lee Priest, and he says, you know, he doesn't care about placing. All he cares about is, you know, did he bring the best package that he could? Did he bring the best version of himself? Does he look, you know, insane, right? Does he look gnarly? And, you know, and that's something that I think that I mean anyone can do, right? It's like you can bring the best version of yourself, and that's the win. That's the accomplishment. You know, it's not the did you win, it's the did you do not just your best effort, but did you bring your best? Did you do it? Right? And then the rest doesn't matter. Um, so yeah, I uh, I think I think this is something that'll be easier. I'm hoping to make this daily or at least a couple times a week. So I'm gonna get working on the edit for this video. But once again, if anyone has any advice or anything they can do or say that'll help, or maybe someone who's struggling through similar things, just leave a comment below, and I'll see y'all in the next video.